not expecting to pick the wrong man to marry even after I had a chance to redo my life. In my previous life, I chose to marry James Howard, my then fiancé, but he cheated on me with Verde Sala, a fake heiress, for 3 years. They even had a child together. For her sake, he broke my legs so that I would hand over my role as the principal dancer to her. This time, I chose to marry Elwood Howard, James's uncle. I thought that this meant that I had escaped my fate and could fulfill my dreams, but on the day the principal dancer was supposed to be picked, I got into an accident again. After learning about this, Elwood sent Verde to jail, even if it meant offending all of the powerful people in the city. I was touched and thought that I had made the right choice in this life. That lasted for 5 years, until I heard Elwood's conversation with our son. Dad, Verde said that you only married Mom so that you could provide a letter of forgiveness as the victim's family. Since Verde is out, could you divorce Mom? I want Verde to be my mother. Upon hearing that, Elwood remembered my trust in him and shook his head. No, I've betrayed your mother by destroying the evidence and giving Verde a new identity to avoid being indicted, so I'm going to make it up to her for the rest of her life. She will always be my wife. Don't ever say such things to your mother and make her sad. The pain from before could not compare to the pain in my heart at that moment. Our marriage was just a scheme to protect Verde. The pain in my heart made me tremble. I wanted to run away, but I ended up going into the room Elwood forbade me from entering. There was nothing strange about the room. Just when I thought that perhaps my ears had played a trick on me, I saw a few property agreement documents on the table. The benefactor was Verde. Over the years, I thought that she was in prison, but Elwood had actually sponsored her participation in various dance competitions abroad. When I saw how full of spirit Verde was in the photos, I could not breathe due to the pain in my heart. On her birthday, they went to Disneyland and hugged her under the fireworks to celebrate her birthday. On their anniversary, my own son happily referred to her as his mother under the aurora and wished that they could become a real family in another lifetime. My eyes stung, but I found myself unable to cry. Once I composed myself, I wheeled myself out of the room. I came out just in time to run into Elwood and Kane, looking for me in a panic. Mom, Kane could not hide the fear on his face. Elwood schooled his face but still asked nervously, "Were you in the room just now, Morgan?" I smiled faintly, but said nothing. I reacted as I usually would, which made Elwood and Kane sigh in relief. But this small reaction left a bitter taste in my mouth. I did not want to watch their act anymore. It was time to leave. Elwood hurried forward. He was slightly teary-eyed as he carefully lifted me on the couch. "Don't worry, Morgan. I've contacted the best orthopedician in the world. You'll definitely recover. If you can't, I'll become your legs and bring you all over the world." In the past, I would have thought that he felt sorry for me, but time had shown that it was all just crocodile tears. I was an idiot. That was why he managed to deceive me for 5 years. He wanted to say something else, but his phone rang. The caller ID made Elwood instinctively turn his body to the side and cover the phone. With slight panic, he cast me a glance before he said gently, "It's work matters. Let me just answer the call." He went to the balcony. I could not hear the conversation clearly, but I knew that Verde had called him. I looked down and did not expose him. Soon, he walked over and said with a regretful face, "Morgan, I'm sorry. I'll be unable to go with you for your follow-up today. Kane's teacher called just now and said that there's a rare aviation exhibition. Kane has been looking forward to it for a long time, so I want to bring him over. Why don't I go to the hospital with you tomorrow?" I looked at him. He appeared regretful, as if he really thought that he was letting me down.